Welcome, everybody. Horror Metal Magazine. I'm D-Mac. This is Creepy GB. You're getting ready to listen to the audio file of our interview with...
Before the Mourning, and the reason why you're only getting audio is because Factor fucked up.
Fucked up video!
But it's really quality stuff. They had great stuff to say. You need to listen to them on it, and follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and have fun with all of this interview.
Check out the website, horrormetalmagazine.com. Horns up.
You ready?
Ready.
All right. Well, what's up, everybody? It's Creepy GB from Horror Metal Magazine, and this is our Killcast, and this is...
D-Mac, also known as Dustin. What's up, everybody? And we're here chilling today with Before the Mourning, one of our favorite new acts of 2014. How's it going, guys?
We're good, guys. Good.
That's awesome. Hey, you know what? We first saw you guys in Cincinnati at Bogart's on the Hell Pop tour, and you guys were the opener for that tour. And I remember we got there, and we were usually don't show up for the openers, and we're kind of like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. However, we got in there and we saw you guys, and from the very first note, it went off, and the kids started moshing and going nuts. And I remember looking at D-Mac Dustin, and I was like, this is the fucking opener. What is going to happen? And it's been nonstop since, and that's been a highlight for us. Was that a highlight for you guys?
That was definitely one of the highlight shows.
Definitely.
Three Midwestern kind of shows, like Northeast, kind of Midwest. Those shows are all highlights. Like Chicago, Indiana, and Cincinnati were all like really good shows.
Yeah. Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio were the highlights. I think, at least for us. That's at least I think we feel like that was the chain of shows where we really got into our rhythm and got into our game, and it just started feeling really good. And I do remember that show at Bogart's. Just one of those shows where we just went out there, like you said, you came in and saw it, we slammed it from the beginning, and we kind of like put it in our heads, like we're going to be doing this now for the rest of the tour, So yeah, I'm glad you guys came early. That was the one thing about being an opening band is nobody knew who we were, and we had to set that sort of tone every time to hopefully get that reaction from people.
No, it was fucking insane, because normally you go see the opening act and they do 3 or 4 songs and there's really no passion there. They're just trying to get started. And when we saw you guys, it was just fucking nuts from the beginning. And we were really impressed by it. And we actually, I know we talked to Phil and Adam. We actually went up to you while you were watching Devour the Day. And we actually got pictures. And we'll have to send you those pictures. It's, it's pretty cool. But yeah, we actually got a chance to talk to you a little bit at the show. Then we ended up doing some interviews with Connor from All Hail the Yeti. But yeah, that was a kick-ass show. It really was.
Yeah, we thought so too. Man. The response was really cool, and that definitely during Devour the Day, I was out there on the floor and taking pictures with a bunch of people that were coming up to me too, which was cool. So.
Oh yeah, I mean I think we just kind of walked by and was like, that's the lead singer right there. We need to talk to him for a minute, and you were just kind of like just enjoying the show. And I think I even told you right then.
Too, so.
What was it?
I said I'm there as a fan too. Like after I get done, I want to get back out on the floor.
That's what we talked about. I was like, man, this is awesome seeing you out here. You're like, this is why I'm here. This is why I do it. I get to come in and see these guys too. So I thought that was really awesome that you had said that right then and there.
Yeah, and we immediately bought the EP that day. I mean, we went straight to the booth, and Phil was working it. And we bought the EP, and it was funny coming over here today. I had to drive my wife's car, and I swear to God, she had the EP in the CD player. So I thought that was really cool. I'm like, oh shit, I'm hanging out with them tonight, and you're fucking listening to their EP. So it was real cool.
Oh, sick, awesome.
Yeah, kudos to the wives for actually listening to decent music for a change.
Yeah, right. There you go. Good ladies you guys got there. Nice job.
So. Speaking of the albums and talking about the EP a little bit, and let's get into the new album, which is the meat of what's going on now. What do you guys think about that? When's it gonna be available? When are people gonna start hearing it? Other than me, I'm stoked. I have the advanced press, which is thank you. But
yeah, I guess you guys could do a little bit of a review, some pre-screening stuff on it, so when it's ready to be released, you guys can be one of the first people out there to do a review for us, which is great. So.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. The guys behind me are the songwriters for this album. So to get it rolling, I think the writers themselves should be talking about what this album is. So I'll leave it to them.
Phil?
It's the question.
I'm the drummer. Why is everyone looking at that? Right shit.
Yeah, right. You recorded it, man. We do.
I engineered all the music and stuff like that, and edited everything, and programmed all the keys. CJ and Jeff came up predominantly with most of the riffs, and then Adam did vocals with Logan Mader. But I think the question was, when's it coming out? And so right now we're shopping to different labels, hoping one will pick it up. But we don't want to sit on it forever. And if we don't get it picked up and distributed, we're gonna put it out ourselves and do the best we can with it that way.
Awesome. Well, I mean, and that's always a challenge for a lot of bands that are coming up. But honestly, you got Horror Metal Magazine's got your back. So anything we can do on this side of the coast, we're gonna do what we can to push it. So,
Yeah, guys, thank you.
Oh shit, no problem. Well, I can tell you one thing about the album that we really enjoyed was the fact that it's heavy. It's not party metal. It's heavy. I mean, we enjoy a lot of it, and knowing that you guys are the ones that wrote it. What were some of the things that was going on while you were writing it? What are some of the things that musically you kind of wanted to impact and approach and hit?
We all come from, heavy backgrounds. Me and Jeff do. We've been playing. I predominantly play in like death metal bands mostly, and he's played in grindcore, death metal bands, like just heavy stuff. That's what we listen to. And when we got the opportunity to meet up with these guys and play with them, you're like, well, maybe we can do something really cool here. Like everybody here has like different tastes, but we all have good tastes. So it's like, well, let's it came really natural. We just came in and we wrote everything on the spot almost. We were just still kind of coming in hot from tour, and we're still just fired up. We're like, hey man, like it was fun playing EP, but now it's like a new band now almost. So we're like, let's make this album. Let's get out there. So we just met up and we kind of mashed together all the stuff we like, and what you guys heard is what came out of it. So
it's very organic, So.
Yeah, we can tell, and we really like the deep lyrics. You listen, you got Failure Cycle, The Hidden, Deserter. They're deep fucking songs. Who was writing those songs, and what was going through your head when you were writing those deep lyrics?
Probably the same person was going through my head.
Yeah.
No, it's I tend to not try to be the most crafty with my lyrics. I try to just do something straightforward that like I can relate to, and hopefully other people can relate to. And I don't know. Deserter is a song that I've actually had for a while, and it's just been one of those songs that's never really found the right home with any of the other bands or projects that I've been in. And this band and just everybody's response, like these guys just randomly heard it one day, just some demo recording that I had, and I didn't even know that it was going to be on the record, and they were just like, man, we need to put that song on the album. And the song means a lot to me. I'm glad that we had the opportunity to actually get it out there. And it's the way that it's always meant to be, the way that you guys heard it on the record. It's an acoustic song with just very little production in the background. It's pretty raw and exposed as far as it goes for me. So I'm glad I had the opportunity to put something like that on the record. But The Hidden and Failure Cycle is just basically a straight up song about when you listen to it, you pretty much know that I'm pissed. So unfortunately, some bad stuff happened, and that's the reaction of what I put out there about how it made me feel, so.
Well, you used one of the words I use to describe it a lot when I'm trying to talk to people about it, or when I'm trying to describe it, and that was raw. There's a lot of raw emotion coming through on that, and on the whole album especially though. But Deserter, I sat there and I was waiting for the drop, and I was waiting for it to change, and then I was like actually excited when it didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm like, oh, okay, this is nice, and I'm like, okay, it's gonna drop, and I was happy that the breakdown didn't happen that way. I was happy that it was an actual acoustic, nice nice melodic, raw tune. You know what I mean? Because you don't get that a lot, and it broke up the album nicely, in my opinion. So.
Oh, cool!
And
Thank you.
It's my wife's favorite song, of course. So,
okay.
so of course, I have to talk about it now.
Make sure you talk about that deserter song.
She's right here. She just heard that. She was like, "That's me. That's right."
He's totally doing me right now.
Oh shit. Well, again, that was awesome. It was really different than what I've heard from you guys, especially off the EP and off the rest of the album. It was refreshing. I really enjoyed it. But overall, the album totally shreds. Your fingers were probably bleeding, and Phil, your legs are probably still tired. Because there's a whole lot going on there. But totally cool album. You know, we give it our horns up for sure for you guys. And can I just say, you know, one thing: Raised by Wolves.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Raised by Wolves. Okay.
Awesome, man.
That fucking song. It gives me everything from Judas Priest to a Hard On. So I don't know. I mean, every time I'm sitting there, like I want to do this the whole time, and I don't.
Oh yeah,
it doesn't happen a lot for me, so that's fun. So I can't wait for everybody else to hear that one.
And we actually had a fan from Horror Metal Magazine ask us what type of guitars that you all use.
Oh yeah. Well, live I use like Fender Strats that are like modded out for like to sound good with metal. So I use Fenders live, and on all most of the recordings I use Gibson Les Pauls. I use Gibsons for everything, but I just wanted to use, I like using Fenders live because they're really easy to play on and they're super solid guitars. And yeah, I'm like an old school purist, Gibson and Fender. That's it.
We also use Fernandez guitars.
Yeah, live we do.
Yeah.
Live we use Fernandez guitars as well. It's like nice, like Japanese, like super high quality stuff. And we use that for A because Fenders are a little, they're not really made for A, I guess. But the other guitars handle better. But yeah, Fender and Gibson mostly at Fernandez live.
Good shit.
Thanks.
Wow, he's actually sitting in the corner as well, our fan, and you just gave him a metal breakdown hard on, I guess, a little bit there. So he really likes talking about rigs. So his rig is now at full attention. So
yeah, there you go.
His Marshall half stack just went to a full.
There you
go. Yes.
Oh, I got one up. One up. Nobody cares about your half stack. All right. But you guys have some more live shows coming up. You just played a couple. A lot of the new stuff off of that album, right? Played.
Everything's brand new. All the new stuff. We Raised by Wolves is our closer, so we end with that song. So.
And you got another one coming up tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night,
which is what, the 25th, right?
25th. Yeah, 25th.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it looks like you're trying to put together some shows, maybe in the Seattle, Washington area.
Yeah, we're while we're sort of in this limbo of figuring out what's going on with labels and all this other kind of stuff, we still have to be active, So we're just trying to hit closer to home areas that showed some serious interest in us when we came through on Hell Pop, So we want to go back to those places and give people a show again and keep planting the seed. And we're just kind of working on that right now just to see what we can get. Setting up your own shows when you're an unsigned band and not having a lot of clout proves to be a little difficult. It's primarily most of the time is me falling on my shoulders to do this stuff, and I get a little fried on it. So I'm taking a bit of a break from it right now, but I'll dive back into it here in a couple of days and take a stab at it again. But yeah, we're just we're trying to do what we can to be active and get these new songs out there any way we can. And big part of this is having guys like you talking about it and getting it out there to the public, so people are getting stoked on what we're doing, because we're not playing shows all the time, but we're trying to get as busy as we can now. So.
Hey, promoters, get these guys to your fucking venues. You're missing out. Fucking insane. I'm just letting you know. Fucking insane.
What's sad is it's true.
Yeah.
There's no other way to put it.
Until now, anyways, we took this whole break because we had to write the album. We haven't played any of this new stuff yet, so it's kind of like we need these shows too, just to, just to play them and get them out there. So
yeah, shake the dust off a little bit.
It's not like we've been trying, to get more live shows up until this point. It's kind of like now is the time that we're playing again, because we wrote, everybody, learned the songs, and So it's but now we're definitely ready to tour and play. So
Yeah, the show we played last night was one of those shows where didn't know what it was going to be when we got to the venue, and it ended up being, out of these string of shows that we played so far, just the most energetic and probably the tightest that we've been with everything, and we're feeling really good. I wish we were on tour right now as well oiled as we are at the moment, because people would be getting us at our full energy. Like, I know you guys saw us at Bogart's, in Cincinnati, and I just feel like with the way that the band is now and the lineup and the energy and just the overall feeling of everything, it's a night and day band, even from what you guys saw the last time, for sure. Like, we're gonna roll out there this next time deep. Yeah. A new band pretty much from what you guys saw, so it's exciting for us to definitely get back out on the road and play this new material with the lineup that we have now. So
that's awesome, and honestly, everybody in this area should be really, really stoked to see it, and hopefully it'll be soon and not a lot later, because
I agree.
We got to get some before the morning in this area.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got people in the corner just bagging right now. They think we're funny. But do you guys have anything else you guys want to talk about? Anything else you want to say to the fans, to everybody else that's out there right now, to the labels? Tell them to go fuck themselves.
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's not that time yet. I guess I would just say to the fans that have stuck by since Help Hop, since the beginning, since everything, everybody who's ever saw this band and wanted to be a part of what we're about and follow us on our journey to see where this thing goes, we wouldn't be doing it, and there would be no reason to do it without all of you guys. So we really appreciate everything that any one of our fans has ever done for us, because in one way or another, we've talked to and seen all the great things that you guys give back to us, and we just want to do the same thing. We just need that opportunity, and getting on a label sometimes helps, sometimes it's a bad move, but we just need to get back on tour. We need to get out there and get back to you guys. That's the whole point of what we do, is to get back to people like you that deserve it and love it, and that's what we want to do. So biggest thing would be just figure out a way to help us get back out there on tour.
Well, I mean, that's what everybody wants, I think. So thank you again for joining us.
Fans, you need to make sure you check them out. You can look for them on Facebook before the morning. Give them an outro.
Hey, a bad morning means a good night. You know what I mean?
There you go.
There you go.
So, yeah.
All right, give a good outro.
Another Sleepless Night lyric video on YouTube right now. Check that out. These guys are great, out of the Sunshine State. No, wait, that's Florida.
Yeah, we're gonna do another outro.
Out of the Garden State.
Some of these guys are from Florida. Three kids in this band is from Miami, so.
Oh shit! I'm a Florida boy, but not
Nice.
Miami.
South Florida.
I'm northern Duval County.
Broward.
Dade
Broward.
County, man.
All right. I'm from Lake Erie. Fuck all that. All right, but seriously, check these guys out before the morning on Facebook, on YouTube right now with Another Sleepless Night. Guys, thank you again for being on. We appreciate it, and we'll see you again soon.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Take care.
Oh, yeah.
All right.